I'm sitting here staring at this picture in the New York Times of F. Scott Fitzgerald and Zelda Fitzgerald. And this guy is the guy they think was the prototype for The Great Gatsby. And I'm realizing that we were this tremendously naive moment in history, America, and you can see it on their faces. I mean, look at the look on his face. Look at her. She looks dangerous to fall in love with, especially since she's going to go crazy. And he was a stunningly sensitive, dapper man who just has model good looks, right? And it's like, we were this naive moment in history that's gone now, and no one knows that we're run by truly insane, evil fools. And when you look at these, it says so much, right? So this article is an extensive article about a book I studied in college just for hours. Where was it set? Was it set in Long Island, or was it set in Westport, I guess, is the, who really cares? We still are this stupid, naive country that doesn't know our moment passed, and we need to wake up and realize that people are often extremely evil, that tyrants run the world, that we're a nation founded to resist tyrants, and that if we don't realize that we are the tyrants and continue to be these stunningly naive people that just... I love F. Scott Fitzgerald. I think his writing is literally genius. But he had some similar psychiatric problems to me vis-a-vis he was in love with her and she was nuts and he was nuts, and they didn't know that their sensitivity in the context of the modern world was nuts together. And it's just gotten to the point where, I am a total pariah everywhere I go. I think I may have superpowers. Specifically that no electronic device works around me and the Matrix hates me. I believe that at night, the very darkness I stare at abhors me. And yet, you look in the news, and what they're saying is, Trump's mad that they did an investigation into him, because he's corrupt as shit. This guy wrote a long time ago about a guy based on this guy. This guy wrote about this guy, and we didn't know that corruption was a problem, but it's in that book, man, from the 20s. And we're headed back there. We don't know we're headed back there. And in the meantime, the stunningly sweaty, naive faces of these people that are just so wonderful and beautiful and kind of ridiculous all at the same time. And this loser, we're literally headed back for the Gilded Age, except this time everything's going to fall apart because we can't just stay where we are forever. The human race has to grow up. Those who don't know history are destined to repeat it, except if you keep repeating it, eventually some kind of karmic loophole in effect takes hold where it's like, well, you can't just keep doing this forever. People that love to be Nazis. In other words, the human race loves to be fascists. We love to be racists. We love to be haters. We love to be Nazis. And it's all based on naivete bullshit about what love is and what truth is and who God is and who we are and what the deal is. And we need to wake up. Did you like the line about the very darkness I stare at night abhors me? The very darkness in the midst of night abhors my gaze. The very darkness I stare at in the midst of the forested night abhors me. Okay, bye.